This tutorial is to kind of explain in WeVideo what we refer to as layers. Now the layers they kind of default to having two video and one audio, but you can always add more layers to your project just by simply hitting the plus sign here on the left hand side of the timeline. You can choose to add video or audio. In this case, we'll add video, add track. And it just gives you different layers. It's kind of like a sandwich, in that the bottom layer is going to typically be your music, which obviously you don't see in a video, but you hear. And that music will be in the background. Your featured recording will be typically in video number one. And anything you want to put on top of it will just subsequently be placed on each layer. Now, let me show you an example here of what I'm talking about. Now, we've gone through the tutorial already, how to cut and trim and split footage into segments. Now we're going to try and animate kind of what is going on in the videos. So we've established our character here, our main person who's kind of talking. We've got our audio behind that. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to put a little bit of a picture on top of him, and we'll show you how to do that. Now, simply, you're just going to anything that you've downloaded. There is also some stock footage in this program that's awesome. We'll talk about that in a future tutorial. But really, let's say we want to put our picture here. Now, the idea is that we want this picture of Slope on top of our person who's talking. So here, if we so that's just a simple picture there on top. What you can do with that, there is adjustments. We can add a little bit of excitement here. If you click on the three little layers here at the top of that particular clip and click this edit, we can actually get in and start tinkering with the size of this particular clip, as well as we can actually start putting a little bit of motion to it. So here, if we wanted to kind of shrink this down a little bit, or maybe bring it up in size, depending on the size of the clip, we can do that. If we wanted to rotate, obviously you don't necessarily want to do that. It looks to be in good shape. Now across the top here, we can crop. We can bring animation in, and this is where we're going to go with this little demo. We're going to make this so that the clip at the start is kind of zoomed in here. Let's kind of zoom in on our equal sign. And then at the end, we'd like it to actually be a little bit smaller. Let's bring it out, and it'll kind of move itself out. Click Save Changes, and let's see what we're dealing with here. So he talks about slope.